Well, hello everybody. We apologize. We know how much you've been missing us on the every Tuesday for, gosh, the past maybe 3 weeks we've missed.
Wow.
But it's always a sign that we're busy here at the Robinson Ludwig headquarters, and we have been. But here we are. We find ourselves in the first week of fall. Kids are back in school. There's definitely a little chill in the air this morning.
Leaves are turning.
Leaves are turning for sure. And it's, fall is not the only thing that's falling. We're actually finally seeing prices fall a little bit in Central Oregon, believe it or not. So,
that's right.
Grant, I think the Beacon report showed this last month that home prices came off about 5% from their peak on average.
We're about 5% off, and the peak being May.
Yeah.
And so June, July, August, really our summer months, which is not as common to see, but our summer months actually saw a reduction in at least the median home price in Bend. We've talked before about there's different pockets and neighborhoods that probably, and we see them buck the trend, but by and large we've seen prices soften just a bit. Now, to put that in context, we're still looking at a market that I think is somewhere between 20 and 25% up for the year from January 1st till now. So it's not as though
long term this is probably healthy that it's happening.
It is, and it's it's good for everybody, but especially for buyers, obviously. And the craziness of March, April, and May saw I would say an average of like 5 to 15 offers on every property.
And multiple offers have fallen. I mean, they're still out there. It really is. It's a very hit or miss market. It just depends on the home, but we've experienced it. We've felt it. Before these stats came out, we even talked about it. We were hesitant to say that prices were coming down, but I think now we're confident in saying that they have corrected a little bit. We're just not seeing as much of those multiple offer scenarios.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have homes where, the expectations are there that we're going to have 20, 30 showings the first weekend, and maybe there's 2, So
right.
It's the market's evolved, and this isn't doom and gloom. It's still a very strong market, just much more balanced, and prices are reflecting that.
And I would say, too, that, this falling into whatever we're calling it series here, it sounds doomy and gloomy, but the flip side of that is we want to encourage you guys too, especially for sellers. So, there's this conception out there that you should probably wait till spring to list your home when things are greening and things look better. But the reality is you're going to be competing with more sellers as well. So Bend is still desirable enough that if you and your family are ready to sell for whatever that reason may be, even in this fall market, even in a winter market, there will be buyers out there for you. So like Matt said, I agree 100%. I mean, the balancing is actually a good thing. Nobody, even sellers, were getting overwhelmed with the craziness of just the activity and the sheer number of offers that they were having to respond to. So
I don't, kind of thinking through it, I don't know for sure if it's a price drop. It's more so that during that frenzy, people were just overpaying for properties.
Yeah.
They knew that they had to go, sometimes $100,000, if not more, over asking price. And I've been doing CMAs for new listings here recently, and I'm seeing that reflected in those sales prices that happened during that, let's call it the COVID frenzy, is that people were just overpaying. And so, it's a good thing that's, I think, as inventory's loosened up just slightly, that buyers are just not willing to do that anymore and not needing to do that.
Yeah.
So, pretty good meat today.
Oh yeah,
really this is going to be a 3-part series about falling. It sounds negative, but we're positive, guys.
There's a is it Alicia Keys, Falling in Love?
I'm sure there is.
There's a lot of falling songs. Cue the what do they say on YouTube? Like, hey, cue the song. Well, I don't know if we can do that.
I don't think we have the technology. Anyway, enjoy your Tuesday. See you next week for part 2. Hey, thanks so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, make sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook. Our handles are shown here on the screen, and you can always find our contact information or more about us on www.buysellbend.com. Thanks.